Welcome to the Product Business Podcast. This is your number one podcast for the tips, actions, and insights to make more money from your products while enjoying your life. I'm your host, Amy Wenslow. Let's dive right in. Hello, everyone. I am so glad to be back with you on this episode about making decisions for your business. You know, I'm really struck today by this because it's the end of a long day, and I've been talking to several people about their products, and we do these complimentary discovery calls where we really look to serve people towards the goals that they have for their business. And whether you have a product or not, you know, I think that's a good practice, and to really check in about what your goal is. And we have about 4 questions that we ask over the course of this call. And I really have been grappling with something, because here's the reality for everyone that we talk to and everyone in business. At some point in business, you need decisions, even when it's hard. Sure, I want you to write the lists of pros and cons, use the Ben Franklin method for deciding. And gathering data is fabulous. And reflecting, really important. And then after all of that, I need you to know this. In the end, in your life and in business, there will still be risk. The only way you will know what will work is to do the thing, right? That means make the call, hire the expert you desperately need, ask the burning questions that you have. And at the end of all of that, you need to leap. And if you're waiting on the sidelines for there to never be a risk or to feel safe to do it, then really, in reality, you're not likely to ever get your business going or growing or thriving the way that you want. Because the reality is that you're never going to feel safe completely when you're doing something you've never done before. You can do things that will have you feel safer, like get an expert working alongside you, have a good board of directors, have good advisors, all of those things. And we act in those roles for many of our clients and for many different businesses. But the reality is there is always a choice point and a decision point. And one of the things that I said to one of the founders that I was talking today is this: that the idea that you have is not likely to let you go, right? And until you learn to implement it, act on it, grow it, all of those things, it's going to continue to nag at you. I've seen it happen over and over and over. Or you'll move it forward and bump along. So there is a cost to going fast, but there's also a cost to going slow. And you need to develop the skill set of being able to balance the need for information and the need for learning with the absolutely critical need for action and for decisiveness and for clarity, because you will not see the entire road. In any business, all the way to the end of your goal, you will not be able to see it. You might be able to see the goal, but you can't tell all the steps that are involved, all the pieces of growth that are involved, and the magical ways that the universe and God will line things up for you until you're actually in action. Until you actually cross the line from being interested in starting your business to being committed to starting your business. Those are very, very, very different things. So, like I said, the only way to know what will work is to do the thing, right? Do the thing. That means if it's a phone call you need to make the phone call. If it's you need an appointment with me, you want to discuss your product and see how we can move it forward, make the appointment, right? Act. The universe loves speed. The universe loves decisiveness. Money loves speed. And the money and the wealth and the prosperity that you want will only come to you because of your actions and because of who you are being in the matter called your life and your business. So at the end of every piece of information gathering and all of that other stuff, no one else can make the decision for you to leap. With that, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so honored that you do. And we will be doing a very special training for everyone who's opted in to receive our book, Turn Products into Profits. You can get a free digital download of that at turnproductsintoprofits.com. That will get you the invite to the very, very special training that is brand new. We have never done it. We've surveyed the hundreds we've surveyed. We're going to be answering the best questions. It's going to be really extraordinary. So I'd really encourage you to go ahead and opt in for the book so that you can get the training as well. You have just listened to the Product Business Podcast with me, your host, Amy Wenslow. Subscribe, review, and share our podcast on Apple iTunes, Podcasts, or Google Play. Until next time.